Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Master Heart family. And here we are every Monday coming together to share all the good news, all the miracles that are happening to uplift us all, that we're similar minded people that believe in God and all that is, and know that and see the miracles. There's miracles happening in our lives all the time. And you're going to love our session today. It's going to be about something that higher. So we have two really kind of powers, if you will, two energies in the universe. And the second most powerful energy is fear. And fear prevents us, and Archangel Michael shared with us that fear actually prevents us from most of our dreams because we are fearing, we're focused on what we don't want. And those fears, it's a strong, strong energy that can prevent us from having everything we want to be, do, and have. And then there is, though, a higher energy, a more powerful energy, and it's this energy that most of us would call love. And it's God's loving energy, this love, unconditional love is with Archangel Shamuel, the pink light and energy and angel dust of her. And by the time we're done here today, you're going to be filled with love, overcome the fear, and be able to have a life, a week, a day, a moment, right, starting today, that's going to be better than ever. And because you have risen above the committee, risen above the devil, if you will, and walked with love. And for us to do that, but before we go there into that beautiful meditation to embrace this loving energy, that we start out with miracles and talking about a similar-minded people and coming together. We're kind of like soul partners, I love that, and coming together. And so, what are the miracles going on in your lives? Who
I'd like to
wants to?
share something.
Awesome. Hey, Martha.
So this is along the line of picking up pennies off the floor in the street.
Okay.
So the other day I was walking and I looked down and I saw a penny, but it wasn't a shiny penny. It was pretty beat up and looked kind of awful. But I picked it up anyway and I put it in my pocket. And either the afternoon or the day after, I live in a condominium and we have a internal emailing group.
Wow.
And one of my neighbors posted that she's getting rid of a brand new desk chair. And she
Wow.
posted a photo of it and it's gorgeous.
Wow.
And I have a desk chair that's on its last leg. So
Yeah.
it was perfect timing. So there was a little bit of a bidding war because there other people had notified her, but she answered mine. And I
Yeah.
went to pick it up and it looked perfect in my office. And I
That's
looked it up. It was a Crate and Barrel desk chair. It's
that,
it was like $400
that's oh my God.
for that
That's
chair.
fantastic. That's
So
fantastic, Martha.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
question, does it matter if the penny is beaten up or does it have to be, I guess I have to answer the real question. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. So that's a great question. And actually, when you said, "Oh, the penny was a little, beaten up and didn't look good," right away know that when we are comparing things, that it's the committee. So the committee doesn't want you to pick up that penny. The committee doesn't want you to know that there's plenty of everything, plenty of business, plenty of money, plenty of love, happiness, joy, etc. So it wants you to judge, and in a negative way, okay, the penny in an unwanted way. Right when you said that that was, an older looking penny, and that I immediately thought, oh, wow, what a blessing. It's been around for a long time. It's going to really multiply itself. And this is this idea about any subject, any person, any situation, we get to choose if we're going to see the wanted or the unwanted in it. And Martha, you rose
Sí, ¿qué tal?
above
¿Cómo
the
estás? ¿Todo
committee
bien?
and
Aquí
saw,
estaba en la
whoop,
lista que
whoop,
tengo que
whoop.
llamar ahora.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to mute all. Somebody's talking. That so you're muted, but so when you want to talk, just unmute yourself. And so Martha rose up above the committee, above that little chattering voice saying, "Oh, this is just a, ugly looking penny," and said, "Man, I love a penny. I love this penny." And again, what I do with the penny, I actually found a quarter this time, and like I just went bonkers because normally it's, a penny, maybe a nickel, maybe a dime, not a quarter. And I did a little dance at the car wash. I found it, I'm doing my little dance around, and easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life. See, when you get that energy going. So Martha had an abundance mindset on, wow, I love finding money. I love finding this penny, and no longer is judging the penny if it looks good or not, and put it in her pocket and was happy. And then the heavens part and other things, the abundance comes to you. That when I have an abundant mindset, and when I realize that when things come to me, I'm not going to judge it as small, big, whatever. I'm going to love it. I'm going to give thanks for it. And so, congratulations, Martha. Way to go from a penny to a big chair. Yeah, that's great. And Shell, do you have something to share?
Yeah, I do. When you were talking about fear in the beginning, so it reminded me. So I've never been the type to have like a full-time job. I don't like full-time jobs. So
Yeah.
I've always had like multiple part-time jobs. And recently I gave my notice to one of my part-time jobs because I was also going to apply for two different jobs within the airline that I worked for.
Yeah.
And after something happened at work a couple weeks ago, I had given my notice. My last day was supposed to be this coming Thursday, which would have been almost a 3 week notice. But
Yeah.
something happened the day after I gave my notice. And so I've still been going into the office and have been just very uncomfortable, awkward. My
Mm.
boss isn't even speaking to me. It's just a very
Mm.
weird situation. And
Yeah.
so on Friday, after he walked past me again for the second week in a row every day, said hello to the person standing next to me and completely ignored me, I thought, I am done. I am done. So I sent him an email and said, my keys are on my desk. I'm out of here. And I didn't get one of the part-time jobs that I was looking for, and I decided to withdraw my application for the other job that I was applying for because the only reason I've been doing all of these jobs is out of fear. Financially, is it going to work? What do I have to do? And I'm not afraid anymore. And yesterday, I volunteered at a benefit and they raised like $9,400 in a matter of just a few hours. It was so amazing to be a part of that. And then
Oh.
last night I checked my email and I was working at the airport yesterday, and so my cell service is terrible there. So I didn't get notification that somebody paid me. And last night on my email, I'm like, oh, I got a surprise $100 that I wasn't expecting. And so I'm not doing anything out of fear anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
leading with love, leaning into doing what I want to do. Today, after my airline shift, which is only 2 hours, I decided to pick fresh flowers. So I stopped on the side of the road and picked some flowers and put them in a vase. And I'm just doing what I want to do. And I'm not being afraid anymore.
Oh, that is so beautiful. You freed yourself.
Yes.
And freedom, and I would really write that word down for all of us on freedom. Are you gonna give yourself the freedom to have an abundant life? I sometimes use the word allow on that, but freedom, and it came to me by my angels this morning, that freedom, it's really what we want is I want to give myself permission. I want to give myself the freedom to live the abundant life. We've been promised the abundant life. Most of us don't live it. And why? Because of that committee, and one of the main members on that committee is the fear. And now you realize it's false evidence appearing real. And the beautiful thing on this show is that you close that door of, part-time jobs, not enough, everything else. And now you gave yourself the freedom to open up the doors of abundance. And the way that they come will be magnificent. And just expect them. And this is step 4. Allow it, give yourself the freedom, okay? Believe it and expect it. And the magic, and it might not have anything to do with the airport, it will come. And it's already coming. It's actually already here. You just need to face it and to turn towards it, which means that I'm going to think about what I want. I love that now more opportunities are open for me to live the abundant life. I love that there's plenty of money. I love that there's money just laying around on the streets. Okay. And again, don't be judging that, how big it is or whatever. Yeah. So good for you. I saw Joy was clapping there and everything. We're all clapping for you. We're
awesome.
proud of you. Yeah, you got yourself freedom. You just got out of jail. We lock ourselves into a jail. It's within us, with other people we don't like or mad at or lack of this or whatever. And you have the key now, the key to get out of jail. And the key is to simply ask for the abundant life. The key is to not be, and there's no reason to get mad at that boss, his committee. So you're dealing with their committees. This guy, he wants to love you. Okay. We all are love underneath our committees, underneath the guards on our heart and everything, underneath all that. We're pure love. Okay. We came from the image and likeness of God. We're pure love. And if we just love the world that way. And so right when you were telling me about this guy, this poor guy, he doesn't want to be this way. What good does it get him? See, and when you start thinking about it, the committee is definitely all over this because it doesn't get him. It makes him feel bad. He's not going to get you back. This isn't going to solve the, opening or whatever. It actually is going to reduce his vibration. And he's going to not live the life that he wants because he's all focused and mad about you wanting to be free. We all rejoice in your freedom, in your abundant life, and go out and enjoy and love it and give love. And so send love to this guy. And when you do, it won't lower your vibration and it'll put your vibration at even a higher place, which means your point of attraction is higher, which means you're walking with God now. And all because of this guy, all because of your desires. You've experienced part-time jobs, whatever, that you don't like. And that all led you to what you do want. And to leave that job and to have that guy do that it all is there. Everything is playing out perfectly. And that's why we're perfect. Everything is perfect because we're all sitting right now in this red hot moment. And we all got here because of all the contrasts and the things we didn't like, want, whatever, got us here to help us realize the freedom that you've realized now, Shell, on this freedom. Yeah, the freedom to be, do, and have as we please. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's great. Good. Other miracles? What other miracle? Joey.
I got something. Yeah, because I've been sharing this as we go, and I'll tell you, Michelle, that step you took, like that is so courageous of you. Like so proud of you. I remember walking away from corporate America, from hundreds of $1,000 paycheck and the benefits and everything else, and I had 2 clients to my name, and then I found the house down here, and everything worked, and it was the best move I ever made in my life. Because it opened up the doorway to what could be, that as long as I stayed there, I would never get to experience. So really, really proud of you. And that's exciting. And so I've been sharing that in here about, like, even last week, I talked a little bit about the way I was finding that, like, if something good happened in one area of my life, I just carried that throughout all of them. And Dr. Hank, you had talked about that with, we can still have the desires we have and things like that. And over this past week and talking to you, I know we mentioned it a lot of times, Dr. Hank, but it clicked in is all there is a desire. That's it. That's all there is. So if something's happening I don't like, it points me to the desire. It's guided. So it happens to guide me back towards what it is I do desire. And then when I get into that desire and I get excited about it and things like that, and I put energize it, what I call energizing it, it can't help but to happen. So I don't have to worry about the results or the this or the that or what it looks like as it's opening up and things like that. I just live with that desire and lean into that desire, and I got to do that like all week last week. It was just amazing things happen. The first thing is I've been multiple pickleball tournaments now. I played in one Saturday and we took third place, which is the highest I've ever placed since I started doing this and stuff, and had a blast doing it. It wasn't like work and effort and all the bull crap that goes along with it and stuff. And then on top of that, I was thinking about all week, I was just thinking about my desires. I feel my gratitudes, blessings, but I would think about what I still desired, and they could exist simultaneous. And that's the part that changed from like prior to that, when I understood that, that one thing happens good and I just carry it. Everything has to be the way it is then because something happened good. And it doesn't have to be that way. I can feel good. And even last week, it was probably the first week when I really, instead of saying, I'd love to see ideal clients show up and which I do.
Yeah.
But another of my desires is to accumulate wealth, to have it flow into me from expected and unexpected ways and just continue to flow. And by last Friday, I had $9,500 come my way that I wasn't expecting.
Wow.
And it showed up, and it's one of those things like when you talk about the lottery tickets or things like that, it just showed up, and all of it wasn't from the coaching and stuff, but it just flowed. And I just every day I just wake up and I, even in the thing with using, I'm a believer in God, but I lean into, I offer myself to thee. I offer myself to my desires. I offer myself to God. I offer myself to that allowing. I offer myself to just live a good, happy, laughter-filled life. And I do that. And every day, even this morning, I was between my sessions I have with clients, I ran down the street to get a peanut butter cookie because I love them, and they heat them up for me, and and they're really good. And so I did that, and I'm sitting there, and somebody sends me this text. I just started laughing out loud. People in the place were looking at me, and I get to live like this. And all I have to do, it's so freaking easy. All I have to do is define what my desire is, and then just be happy. It's like connected at a level. And I know when we talked last week, you said that, Dr. Hank, about this isn't the first time I told you this, Joey, but it's the first time it was my time for it all to fit in and flow into what I'm experiencing right now, and there are no problems. There's just desire. I talked to somebody this morning, one of my clients, and they want to dive into like the depths of what's going on that they don't like and anything else. And I go, stop. Take that energy and put it into what you want. And I could see the person's expressions change as we talked. And it's a reminder for me. That's all I have to do. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Oh my God. That's everything. That's everything that we need to know. That is beautiful. And just for clarity purposes on that what this is, see, we're here to experience the contrast, the things that we don't like, to just brush up against them. And that bursts the desires. We wouldn't have desires for more money or better relationships or freedom or whatever if we didn't have that contrast and that stuck in a job or multiple jobs or, whatever, stuck in being unhappy, that the contrast bursts this energy, this loving energy that God goes with too, knowing what you do want. And as you get clarity, don't be in the pity party about what you didn't like. Instead, you just instantly, like God does, goes instantly to what you really do want. These desires are everything. They put the eternity into all of us. And what we've been taught is, hey, you got to see it. It's got to be in the bank account, or, it's got to be in the bedroom, or, whatever. And it's like, no, It's this desire. And when I just love that I have the desire that we are these spiritual beings in this human form that are able, because of this walking in this physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental arena, that we're able to be in this state where we can birth this that puts the eternity into all of us. And when we do love it, and just the loving of the desire of wanting more, of understanding what I want. And when I just love that and not the outcome, the committee wants to take you, oh yeah, where's the, money, where's the whatever. And it's like, no, 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 it's already there. We've done our job, if you will. But then the sweetness of life, when we're not attached to the outcome, that then you allow it, you give yourself the freedom to have it flow into your beingness, into your experience. And this is let go and let God. This is what that means. And it's like, wow. And the light bulbs are going off that, I prayed for each one of you today, that we all together become more enlightened. This is enlightenment. To realize if I keep on hanging on to the attachment of I got to have this, I love buying lottery tickets. Now, I love scratch-offs too, because I get instant gratification because I always win. By the way, that quarter led me to, I found that quarter, I went to go back home from the car wash and there was a traffic jam. So instead of me getting mad at the traffic jam, I just went, oh, this is cool. I'm going to go home a different way. I don't give a shit if it's 5 minutes later or what, that's a committee stuff going. So I go a different way and I see a different like little convenience store. And I have this inspired action to stop there. And I stop there, I walk in and I look at this green, beautiful little scratch off. It's $20. I give them $20. I scratch it off. And see, I don't care what the number is at the end of this. I just love the excitement of going a new way, of going and having the opportunity for the excitement. And I win $100. So now my quarter went to, a profit, if you will, of $80. So now I made $80.25. And I just had fun with it. I wasn't attached to it. I always get a lottery ticket, and for Mega Millions, whatever. I just love being in the game. I love the next morning just checking my lottery ticket. It's like I love being in the game. We're all in the game, but are you loving it or not? Ooh. And so it's like, yeah, I'm going to just love this life. We live better than kings and queens. We have running water, we have electricity, we have automobiles, we have food. You can go to any corner on the block and they got these grocery stores with food from all around the world of everything we want. I mean, we have it so made, and the committee has us knotted up in some jail within us, thinking we don't have enough, we didn't get this. Forget all that. I just love being alive. And when you do, everything will come to you. The key. There it is. The key. Yeah. Thoughts, comments, other miracles. Yeah, I'm due the hearing. Mr. Technology. I'm gonna call you Steve Jobs instead of Steven. We still can't hear you.
I think I got it. Did I get it?
You did. You got it.
Steve Jobs. Woohoo. Thank you, Steve.
Don't put me in the technology department just yet. I've just had a miracle. I was actually looking for a toothpick and I looked down underneath my foot and there it was. So that was a miracle right there. How about that? Crazy.
We'll take it.
Anyway, so apparently a couple months ago, I had helped somebody on the side of the road and
Wow.
fix a flat tire, just happened to do the good Samaritan thing. Unbeknownst to me, the people were headed off to a job interview. I had no idea. I just tried to help them get on their way. Well, I just got a thing yesterday, a little email just telling me I appreciated my time for helping them get up and running because they got the job and they were able to, life's good now. Is the bottom line. And it's just
Yeah.
good to be a part of that. It's really
Yeah.
cool to
That's
give. And
just fantastic.
yeah,
Man,
cool.
that's just great. Yeah. And see, it's the satisfaction of the committee wants to know, did they send you $100 or whatever? Okay. It's the satisfaction of how you felt. It's all about the feeling of my desire, the feeling of someone coming back to me and saying, thank you. It's this feeling. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, so two things to ask for every morning. I want better feeling thoughts. And then secondly, I want to feel better. Just those two things will take you to everything you want, as long as you don't have the committee in there saying, oh, I feel terrible, and start thinking about, Uncle Harry, who you don't like, or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to feel better. Yeah, I want better feeling thoughts. And Robin was just telling me that she is reading my book, Think, Feel, and Grow Rich. And look at that feel on there. It's about the way that we feel. And that if you could just appreciate and love that, you'll have all the business, all the money, and everything that Joey talked about. And that on the feeling that Stephen had.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Makes this one feel a little better,
Yeah.
Goes a little bit.
And your toothpick story, it's a big deal. Again, I asked for it and shows up. And you don't want to judge, oh, it's just a toothpick and it's dirty, or whatever, wherever the committee's taking it. It's like, this is so great. And this idea about appreciation. I just love when I, ask for something that I get it. And so I want more money to come to me. And if it's a dirty penny, or actually if it's an aged penny, okay, we're not even going to call it dirty. And that it's all about how we frame it. And because how you think is how you feel.
Those old age pennies are worth a lot of money.
They are. I got a big jar of coins I every weekend, because I asked for that. And that, and it's not like I don't make a job out of anything. Okay. Like, it's not like I go to the convenience store, 10 convenience stores and look on the ground for pennies. No, I'm just, skipping along on my journey. And then I looked down, when I saw the quarter, really, I just felt like, baby, I'm abundant. Woo! This baby it's coming to me. Woo! It's here. Yeah. That's beautiful. Good. Other thoughts? Other miracles?
Dr. Hank, in regards to when you said that about the size of the celebrations or the size of the things that are happening, every client that I've worked with, I'll ask them, like, who determines how big a success is for you? Like, who determines that? And they always go, well, I do. And I go, so if that's the case, why would you ever choose for anything that happens like that, a coincidence out of the blue, whatever you want to call it? Why would you ever choose for it to be small? And I have to get them to understand that before they can open up those avenues to grow by $1 million at a time and things like that, along that pathway. So,
yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So for a couple comments on that, beautiful, Joy, and thank you. That so you can ask for anything. It's a thimble, a castle. It doesn't matter. That guy can create and give you any and everything that you want. That typically quantum leaps, and you can have fun with this and ask for quantum leaps, but don't be expecting quantum leaps. A better word and thought about that is everything's getting better. Yeah, everything's getting better. And when it's just getting better, and that if it's getting better, and there's no end to the better when you're focused on the better. Yeah. So beautiful. Other miracles?
Well, I just want to say thank you to all of you, and everything that's being shared today, and Dr. Hank, it's really resonating with me. And I've just been taking notes, and it's just I don't know, I'm just feeling it today.
Woo, yeah, yeah.
So thanks.
And I'm feeling it, baby. Yeah, feeling it. And that's all you need to do is feel it. And it's all coming for you. When you worry, doubt committee members, then you slow up your train. And it's like, I'm not slowing up this train anymore. And by the way, Robin, you have glasses that are, they kind of look like shades and they're really cool looking. I mean, you look hip, girl. I think it's a
Thanks.
reflection. Yeah.
I thought the
yeah.
exact same thing. Till
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she looks hip. She is hip, girls. That Robin is hip. She's on fire. Yeah, she's feeling it. Yeah. And all you have to do is ask for that. And and just try this and you'll see. You'll see that just say, today I'm going to give up this battle. Today I'm going to feel good. Today I'm going to have better feeling thoughts. Today I'm going to feel it. And then for Robin, and that I love that this feeling is going to get better now. One of the archangels I use to really feel just incredible, and it's Archangel Jophiel. And Jophiel, with the golden energy of his, I ask for Jophiel every day. I ask Jophiel to come in to my emotions, to my feelings, and for me to illuminate my emotions to feel better than I ever have. And that's a great one. I would actually write that down, guys. So what Archangel Jophiel does is illuminate with this golden light energy, and he can, with the energy, he can illuminate your feelings to where you feel better than you ever had, and you continue it. So it's not like, oh, this is it. Now, also understand, so let's just take an example for Robin. And Robin, tomorrow she's not quite there. It's a time to rejoice. Remember, the contrast is here to birth more. So if she does, so some people say, like, Dr. Hank, you never have a bad morning. And I have very few, and they're just kind of relative, they're probably the best that most people would normally have. But I don't have quite the magical feeling that I love it because I know it's going to take me to a new level of feeling even better. It's like, whoa, this is great. And that's a great example on how when you're not feeling it, if you will, you said, this is great. Almost think of it as I put in so that you could get what you were asking for, so you could feel even better. And this is when you see everything as a blessing. Because now everything becomes a blessing. All the contrast is all purposely there for us to have a brighter future, for us to feel better.
All wins.
Yeah, all wins. And for us to go to a state of love. This idea of love, it's the greatest power, the loving energy of God. It's the greatest power in the universe. And it can overcome our fears. It can overcome us not being confident. It can overcome taking the risk, if you will, and there's really no risk, but to jump off that cliff. Shell jumped off the cliff and there's wings there. You'll fly now. Instead of dragging along and have the world under your shoulders, that you're free now. And so it's this love. Let's go to this love. Let's invite this love. We're the inviters. And so invite love in now. And just close your eyes. Become very comfortable. Let's breathe. The word breath in the Bible, spirit. Spirit is breath. And breathe in. Oh, and breathe out. And just release it. Release. Relax. Breathe in. And when you breathe out anything unwanted, anything you don't like, anything that's troubling you. And breathe in love now, the loving energy of God Almighty. And have love pour into your breath now, going into your body and every cell of your body. It's beautiful, beautiful love. Breathe in. And feeling love in every thought that you have now. Oh, just breathe out. Breathe out loving thoughts to each other and to the world. And breathe in. Breathe in this love. Oh, and just smile and feel love in your emotions now. Just tingling and feeling so divine, so in love. Breathe in. Breathing in that beautiful love. And have your eyes now see love. Have you smell and taste and hear and touch just love as you blow out, giving love to the world. Breathe in love. And again, smile and just feel so relaxed, feel so loved. You are never alone. You've always been loved, will always be loved. And you are love. And now in this meek state, we're in a state of allowing. We're in a state of freedom. We now give ourselves permission to have the freedom to love ourselves, to love each other, to love everyone in the past, present, and future, to love every experience we've had, to see the love, to understand the love in every experience from the past, present, and future. And we ask that we become love. And one of the 7 things that mankind has asked God for is unconditional love. God has answered and is answering to you now and giving you Archangel Chamuel. And we invite your pink light and energy and angel dust of love. No conditions. We see it all. We see ourselves and others with only love. And it feels so divine. We give thanks for this feeling of love, this knowing and understanding of love. And Jophiel, we ask that you come into our thoughts now, into our minds, and give us loving thoughts of everyone and everything in ourselves. Oh, give us thoughts of those that have loved us, our grandparents, others that have loved us unconditionally. Oh, we have such beautiful thoughts, and these loving thoughts give us a life of love. Breathe in, Jophiel, Chamuel. Illuminate now with Jophiel's golden light your feelings, Invite Shamuel into your feelings, and now you feel better than you ever have. You feel more love than you ever have. You are love now. Love is in you, all around you, and an endless stream of love that is within you now flows out from you to each other, to the world. We live in a lovely place with lovely people, and everything we be, do, and have now is filled with love. We understand this. We sense this. We think this. We feel love. And it's the key that has gotten us out of jail. This is beautiful pink light, energy, and angel dust. And I have that angel dust now, that pink angel dust, go into your pores, go into every cell of your body. And it frees it now, frees it to be pure health, pure loving health throughout your body. With your 5 senses and your 6th sense, as we are now together, all being enlightened, feeling the presence of God and love, the archangels, they are all with us now, loving us, guiding us, supporting us. We are enlightened to realize we are magnificent creators, that within us, underneath everything, is pure love. We are pure source energy. It's pure love that gives us everything we want. This is the path, and the path that together we walk on now. This lighted pink path of love, feeling the pink angel dust falling upon us. So glorious, flowing into our feelings, feeling love, being love.
Vendendo. Wow.
Breathe in love. Oh, just feel love surrounding you, flowing in you and through you. Oh, free at last, free at last. Here lies the answer of love. Starting with loving ourselves as we do now, more than ever. And with this eternal love, we now love this world more than ever. We now love all the people more than ever. And now we see the blessing in everyone and everything. And our love, we experience love from this moment on. This pink light now moves around you. Comes this colorful rainbow of the archangels that are surrounding you, moving around you, and you are becoming the light of the world. This pink light moves from you out to the world now, and all is well and getting better. We feel this presence now and shall feel it forevermore. This love is now ours. We understand and recognize and see in everything. Breathe in. And Shamuel, we thank you for being with us, for guiding us, for helping us go to a whole new level of love. Jophiel, thank you for illuminating that love within us, mentally, emotionally, and physically. It's all here for our asking. And this is now done. And for this we give thanks. Amen. And I invite you back into the room now, back into your chair, filled with love, seeing the world differently now as you open up with your eyes and see this world with what it is, all pure. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. I feel love, do, like I knew that I would. So loved, so loved. Ooh. Oh, boy. Well, any thoughts on that? What did you experience there?
Pure love.
Pure love. Beautiful, beautiful. That's who you are. That's who we always have been. Can just enjoy that now. Yeah.
Great things are happening.
Yeah, great things are happening, Carlos. They are, my friend. They are. Great things are happening. Yeah. And sing it out there that, we're the light of the world now, that we're the uplifters.
Yeah.
We get to uplift the world.
It is so crazy how things happen while you were talking before we go to the meditation, right? I was thinking because about my nephew. My nephew is in a stage right now that he needs help.
Yeah.
And while I was remembering, the stories from other participants here, I was just thinking about him, and guess who called me in the middle of the conversation? He calls me.
Yeah.
And I explained to him that I'm in a call, and I said, I cannot talk to you, but I explained a little bit about what we're doing. And he say, I wish I can join, right, the group. And I say, let me see if there is any way I can get permission to invite you for next Monday, because he's he's in a state that he actually just came out from the VA hospital, and he only got like 3 days out, and he says, Uncle, I need to talk to you because I just want to go back, because over there he got peace, he got other people supporting him, and he's by himself right now. So maybe next Monday, he can join us.
Well, that's awesome. And what a beautiful story. And that's how powerful this is. See, our thoughts can mold the energies that create worlds. And so when we're in this allowing state, that we'll be communicating with people with consciously being aware of it. And then all of a sudden they call, and this is the miracles that happen. And what does he want? The best thing for him is next week, we'll do it specifically for him and thank him for his service and for health, because we can have anything to include, we can have good health. And so, I was paralyzed from my waist down to walk again, and I'm a walking miracle, but we're all walking miracles. And so we can heal each other. And we just had somebody recently be healed of cancer. And so we have the power with God, all things are possible. And so, and as far as permission, The only permission is that he asked. And he asked, and so you send him the link, you send him the copy of the recording that I'm going to send you later on today, and he'll be able to hear this. And now he's a rock star, like he's on the Master Art Family, and we're talking about him, we're sending him love. And that's all he needs to be able to have better health. And he doesn't have to go back there. He can do what he wants to do. He can get out of jail too. So that's beautiful, Carlos. Yeah.
Thank you.
What,
Appreciate
yeah. I would like your doggy too.
Oh. He's my buddy. Every morning
Like-
he's here. While I'm working, he's here for hours. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. he's here.
He's a hard-working guy.
Yeah, he is. And he's watching you, right?
Yeah. Well, when I brought him up, he looked here. He wanted to see who was talking to him. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes.
That's great.
All right, Dr. Hans, thank you very much for all your help. You're
Okay,
great. You're a great guy.
Hey,
God
Thank
bless
you, Carlos. Yay, thank you. And any other thoughts, comments from anybody
Yeah,
else?
I have one. So
Hey,
I
Martha.
fell asleep again, deep sleep during the meditation.
Hey.
And then I woke up feeling refreshed with a overwhelming feeling of love, where I
Mm,
get really tearful. I'm not crying, but I
you
just
can
have
cry. Yeah, tears
tears
of joy.
Yeah,
Mm,
I
Yeah,
just want to share
yeah.
that.
And the reason that's beautiful, and the reason why that is see, when we go to sleep, like on my meditations and paraliminals and everything, people say, "Oh, I went to sleep and it's not going to work." And I go, "No, no, no, it works better that way. You don't have the committee awake. When you sleep, it flows right into your subconscious mind. The God making it happen is in our subconscious mind, and so it's like this is so cool, and that I'm able to that when I sleep, that through like a meditation, that it just goes right into the subconscious. And when I wake up, that nothing was interfering there because the committee was sleeping and got into you, and now you feel pure love. And that's who you are. And now you've discovered the essence of who you really are, Martha. How beautiful. Love it. Well, with that, we're going to go to Joey's favorite part. Joey already took his picture off. And we're going to sing. And are you guys ready to sing? Be like children. Come to me as children, right? That is a famous quote. Why? Because we could just have fun. We could be playful. And we like to laugh and have more
We
fun.
like
We like to laugh and have more
fun. For we are the chosen ones. For
we are the chosen
ones. Say it, Joey, baby. Our love becomes wanted things. Our
love becomes wanted
wanted
things.
Loving is our middle name.
Loving
is our middle
name. To love is our divine right. To love,
To love
is our
is
divine,
divine
right.
as we now shine our divine light. As
we now shine our divine light.
Sound off, we are loving creators.
Sound off, we are loving creators.
Sound off, we are loving creators.
Sound off, we are loving
creators.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay, you're gonna have a loving day, a loving week, a loving life now. So hang on for the ride of your life. I love you all, and we'll see you next week on health.
Love y'all. Have a blessed
Love you
week.
guys.
Okay,
Bye,
thank
everyone.
you. Bye-bye.